I didn't find any gold, but I heard Jim Blaine tell a remarkable story of his grandfather's old ram. Now, Jim Blaine had the kind of memory that was so good it defeated his every attempt to march a straight course. Whenever he came across the name of a person or a thing that had nothing to do with his tale, he would stop and tell all about it. And as he plodded along, he always got further and further away from his grandfather's remarkable adventure with the ram. I found him sitting on an empty powder keg, smoking. Well, my grandfather got that old ram from a feller out in Siskiyou County and fetched him home and turned him loose in the meadow. And next morning he went down to have a look at him and accidentally dropped a 10-cent piece in the grass and was a-stooping over, fumbling in the grass to get it. And the ram, he was up the slope taking notice. But my grandfather wasn't taking notice. Because he had his back to the ram, don't you see? Well, now, Smith of Calaveras was standing there. Wait a minute now, it wasn't Smith of Calaveras. No, he was a Baptist. No, it was Smith of Tulare County. Of course it was. I remember it now perfectly clear. Well, Smith of Tulare was standing there. And Smith of Tulare was standing there. Smith of Tulare. Well, Smith of Calaveras was a Baptist. Wait a minute now. Let me see. The ram was up the slope. And, well, grandfather was right here, bending over, fumbling in the grass. And when the old ram see him in that attitude, he took it for an invitation. And here he come down that slope 30 miles an hour with his eye full of business. Well, now, you see my grandfather's back being to him. and him a stooping over like that, why, of course, he... Why, so it wasn't Smith of Tulare. No, it was Smith of Sacramento. Why, Smith of Tulare was just a nobody. But Smith of Sacramento, why, the Smiths of Sacramento come of the best southern blood in the United States. Why, there wasn't ever any better blood south of the line than them Sacramento Smiths. Why, look at here, one of them married a Whitaker. What do you say to that? Mariah Whitaker, there was a girl for you. Just as good and sweet and lovely and generous. Why, if she had a thing and you wanted it, you could have it. Have it and welcome. Why, she had a glass eye. And she used to lend it to Flora Ann Baxter that hadn't any to receive company with. Well, now, Flora Ann was pretty large, and it didn't fit. It was a number 7. And she was excavated for a 14. That eye wouldn't lay still, don't you know? Every time she winked, it would roll over. Oh, it is a beautiful eye, and set her off admirable because it is painted a lovely pale blue on the front side, don't you know? And it was gilded on the back side. Didn't match the other eye. Which was one of them browny, yellowy eyes. Tranquil and quiet, you know, the way them kind of eyes are, but that didn't matter. They worked together all right, and plenty picturesque. Why, when Flora Ann come to get excited, that handmaid's eye would give a whirl and go on a whirling, flashing first blue and then yellow and then blue and... The other one would stand still. Grown people didn't mind it, but it most always made the children cry. No, he was a Baptist. Flora Ann Baxter. She married a Hoggadorn. Old Maryland, Eastern Shore blood. Ain't any better family in the United States than them Hoggadorns. Sally. Little Sally. Sally Hoggadorn, she married a missionary. And they went off carrying the good news to the cannibals. Out one of them way off islands around the world. In the middle of the ocean, summers. And they had her. They had her. Had him, too. Well, they was dreadful sorry about it, and well, when the family sent down there to fetch away the things, well, they said so. They said they were sorry and apologized, and said it shouldn't happen again. Said it was an accident. Accident, that's foolishness for you. Why, there ain't no such thing as an accident. There ain't nothing happens in this world but what's ordered just so by a higher and wiser power. And it's always for a good purpose. Why, you look at my Uncle Lem. Now, what do you say to that? Well, you just look at my Uncle Lem and then talk to me about accidents. Now, my Uncle Lem and his dog was downtown one day, and he was leaning up against a scaffolding, sick or drunk or something, and there was an Irishman with a hod of bricks up the ladder along about the third story, and his foot slipped, and down he come, bricks and all, and hit a stranger fair and square, knocked the everlasting aspirations out of him. Now then, people said it was an accident. Well, there wasn't no accident about it. It was a special providence, and had a mysterious and noble intention behind it. The idea was to